Hey everyone, Eatsleep from the Techies here, and today I'm going to be going over how you can use effects like muzzle flashes and glass breaking and dust and all those kind of stock footage effects in Sony Vegas. So step one to using them is you got to have them. So I have the Action Essentials kit. However, there are free muzzle flashes and all that kind of stock footage online on the internet wherever you want to look. You can get it however you want to get it. You can get it legit or illegitimate or however you get it. What you're going to do is you're going to want to find it. So mine is located on the desktop under presets and Action Essentials 2. I'm going to go over glass because I like glass. It's just interesting to me how it breaks and stuff. So let's go to maybe Glass Smash. What is that? I'm going to go ahead and turn this track off so I can see what it looks like. Okay, so most of the stock footage that you're going to get is going to be on a black background or going to be on a white background. It's not going to be on some kind of multicolored background, or it's not going to be on, some guy's backyard background. It's going to be on this kind of black or white background so that you can use it, and you can use compositing effects, or compositing settings I should say, in order to use these correctly in your video. So I have some generic video that I just found, some clip where I just shot a dude around the corner. It's nothing special at all. It's the first thing that I saw. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and line this up and line up this glass shattering that we have here to when I get the headshot. In fact, you can already see that it works because I was playing around with this earlier, and if you go over here to the compositing settings, it is normally on, I believe it's source alpha or screen. I believe it's source alpha, but if it's on source alpha, that is the only track you're going to be seeing. And upon looking at this clearly, I don't like that effect. So let's go to a different one. Let's see what that is. Nope, don't like that one either. Let's go to glass 4. That is worse. I had one of these earlier that I liked. You know what? That's fine. We'll use this one. So what I'm going to do is, as you saw earlier, I used add on this particular one. But it could be, if you have a white background or you have a different kind of color background, you might need to use something like overlay, or you might need to use subtract. In this case, I'm using add. But it's not always going to be add. It really depends on what kind of background you have, what kind of coloring your source track has, and all that kind of stuff. So if we go ahead and look at some of these other ones, maybe we can get a little bit different effect. Sometimes if you look at these, it'll add the different colors incorrectly and you can get this nice looking effect. So if we go ahead and play this from the beginning, that is weird. What is this doing? Let me see what this glass hit looks like on its own. Oh, well, that's because it's like that. I'm going to go ahead and add this back to source alpha. I really don't like these. I know I just said I liked glass hits, but these are not good at all. You know, this one looks pretty crazy. Let's go with this one. So let's see when I actually get a hit. There you go, right there. Let's move it over just a little bit. So right there. And we'll just put that here. If we go ahead and play this, look at that. Cool glass shattering effect, but it's overlaid incorrectly. So if I hit add, then it shows up. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and repeat. Go ahead and drag this out to repeat. And there we go. See what that looks like. Boom, 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 boom. Looks good. We can watch that all day long. So now let's see what else we can do. Fire. Fire is always cool. Let's see. Fire at cam. What does this look like? Yeah, that's kind of boring. Big fire. Okay, let's just take this for example. We don't need a lot. So in this clip I don't move too much. Well, I guess I do. So what I guess I could do is, look at that. I could move this fire around. See, that fire might not be the best choice to use in this case. Add might not be the best choice. Like, so if we play around with these, add, subtract, cut. It's definitely not cut. Screen's okay. Overlay is not good. I think screen is usually the one that you're gonna want to use. Dodge is not usually good either. So lighten, no. Difference? No, absolutely not. Why would I think difference would be the right one to use? So let's go ahead and use screen, because I think screen looks a little bit better than add. Well, screen, add looks a little more fake, I want to say. Maybe not. Either way, let's just go ahead and go with that. So let's see, when we're here, we have the fire come up. Maybe we can move this around a little bit. Move it like up here. Shrink it down. See, this is what's cool about these kind of stock footage things. So now we have our footage up here. Maybe move it down a little bit. So look, okay, so we have that now. And a couple things that we could be doing is we could individually keyframe how that track moves with the video. Of course, there's easier ways to do that with motion tracking and stuff, but just to show you that you can move stuff around and how stuff works. Pretty basic. It's really easy to use, and it's really useful, again, to understand how to use these effects properly, like the glass and the fire, and what kind of compositing you should use. Actually, in this case, I think the fire looks a little bit, it looks a little bit too bright. So a couple things that I would do is I would change it to screen. It looks a little more in the distance like that. Actually, that's still not bright enough. I would still use add, but then I would add some effects, like, you know, you could throw over a what would I use? Brightness and contrast. I'd probably throw one of these on, and maybe bump the bump up that contrast a little bit. That's okay. So little things like that we could do to change the fire a little bit, because fire is always difficult no matter what you're using. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This has been Eatsleep from the Techies. I hope you enjoyed the video. Goodbye. Be sure to check out the Techies website for great game and software reviews, as well as a database of all Techies videos. Also, please sign up to our forum where you can request a tutorial or just talk about something that interests you.